So I'm joined by manager Phil Burke after a couple of fixtures. We'll start with Sunday, Phil. Didn't get time to speak to you and catch up after the game. 2-0 down after a nightmare start after about 3 minutes. What were your thoughts on that against Wythenshawe?
Yeah, it was a frustrating one, especially when we spoke to the players before the game and said that the first 10 or 15 minutes would be vital for the game. But I said after the game, when we spoke in the bar afterwards, that in football, when things are going against you, especially with the 2 goals conceded early doors, one being an own goal, one, in my opinion, was quite clearly offside, but at the same time, obviously, we didn't defend it properly. But those things go against you when things aren't going for you in football. So on another day, they'd have gone our way, but at that point, it's obviously an uphill battle against a team like Wythenshawe, and I actually thought we reacted really, really well to going 2-0 down, and I thought we took control of the game. Did really well up until half time. Did quite well for the first 10 minutes of the second half, but I just don't think we threw enough punches. I don't think we were enough of a threat. I don't think that we created enough chances to get back into the game. And then once it goes 3-0, I think obviously the game's dead at that stage. As I say, especially against a team like Wythenshawe, it's going to be very difficult to come back from that. But yeah, it's all just lessons to make us a better team in the long run, really.
Yeah, so obviously the game on Sunday ended 4-0 to Wythenshawe. You just mentioned and alluded there where that Unity didn't throw enough punches. Moving on from that to tonight. Tonight was chalk and cheese to the other day in respect of the creating chances and taking them.
Yeah, 100%. I think what massively helped is having a training session on Tuesday. We've not trained much over the last couple of weeks due to obviously having games on in midweek, especially last week on a Wednesday. We just thought it might have been better off to just go game by game. But so having a training session this week on Tuesday, I think the girls really benefited from it. They took everything from the session and they transferred it onto the pitch tonight, which is the most pleasing factor, to be honest. And every single aspect of the game, every single minute of the game, the girls were outrageously good tonight. I think that's up there, one of the best performances we've seen from a Unity team in a long, long time. I've been quick to criticise them, especially at Darwin when I said that it was the worst performance we've seen in a Unity shirt. But I never doubted the character and the mentality of this group, and they've shown it tonight. And to do what we've done tonight against a team that have won every game and we're joint top, we've not just won the game, we've absolutely dominated the game. We've won 8-0. Thoroughly deserved as well. But every aspect of the game, the girls were 10 out of 10. So brilliant.
Obviously, just touching on tonight then, 8-0 against a Curzon Ashton side that had won all 3 going into tonight. I know you mentioned there about different aspects of the game. Which pleased you most, the clean sheet or the 8 goals scored?
Tough question. I couldn't pick. Again, I felt like we were shipping goals more than we ever have, and we weren't. we weren't scoring at the rate that we usually do. So, I mean, the clean sheet is a big one. I think that should give us so much confidence as a team to keep a clean sheet. And to be honest, to be fair, Curzon had 2 big chances in the first 5-10 minutes of the game. I felt we had a few nerves, which understandably so after the start we've had. But after that, I don't think they had anything. And then we were so clinical. I mean, to be fair, I think it could have been much more with the chances that we had. But so both were just as pleasing as each other. So yeah, I couldn't pick one. But listen, we've set the bar tonight, and that's our standard. We've shown what we're about tonight, and I'm just so pleased for the girls that they managed to show everyone that the start of the season hopefully was just a blip, and that we can stick to the standard that we've set tonight.
Just before we touch on Sunday then, tonight saw a team that was players playing out a position all over the place. With Kendall Charlton in net, East Milicio going into centre back, Sadie Mitchell playing down the middle. Just how pleasing was it that formula worked with the changes that you made?
Yeah, massively. But again, like I've said, I think that shows the character and the mentality of the girls. I think a lot of teams would have come here tonight with ready-made excuses that we've got players missing, we've got no goalkeeper, got an outfielder in net, players playing out of position. Obviously Mackie that was her first start after being suspended from last season. We had two players one player on the bench the first time in the squad, one player that's probably played about half an hour, another player carrying an injury, another player with an illness. So I think a lot of teams would have come into tonight with ready-made excuses, but not this group. Not us. We don't make excuses when we take beatings, when we take losses. We don't make excuses. We take it on the chin. We learn from it. And as I say, hopefully tonight. Listen, I'm not going to get carried away. I don't think you can get too low after a defeat. I don't think you can get too high after a win. I just think we've got to learn from every single game we've played so far this season, and understand what's gone wrong and why, and what's gone well and why, and make sure we take that into Sunday and again try and get another 3 points on Sunday. Just
touching on Sunday then, trip to Gig Lane. I know you went on Wednesday night against Fleetwood. What do you make of Bury as a side, and how are you equipped to go there on Sunday?
Yeah, no, Bury. I think they've proven in their short existence, similar to us, really, that they're an outstanding team, to be honest. Wednesday, I thought they'd massively improved from when we played them last season. Try and play football. They've got a lot of threats. They're energetic. They're organised. They seem to know what the jobs are. So it's a completely different challenge. Again, I think in this league we've learned very, very quickly that every game is going to be a completely different challenge, and we're going to have to adapt in games. We're going to have to adapt week by week. But listen, hopefully tonight will give us the kick we needed. Will give us the confidence we needed. We're absolutely not going to underestimate Bury. Bury have had a great start, but I'll be honest. I think if we turn up anything like tonight, I think we're a very, very difficult side to play against.
Just finally, then, I'll touch on the supporters. So again, playing away from Avro tonight due to unavailability of the venue. Great support again tonight, and I know there's quite a few social media comments over the last week or so have been apologies for performances. What's your message to the support tonight?
Just a massive thank you. Listen, it's easy to support a team when they're winning, when they're lifting trophies, but when a team are getting beat 6-1, 4-0, drawing 2-2 in a game that we probably deserve to win, that's when it's difficult to stick by a team, to stick by the players, to stick by the staff. But again, I just think they've shown what this club's about. They've shown what we stand for, and they've definitely played a key part in us wanting to change the situation we were in. And as I've said, we've not changed it with one win. We've got to try and kick on now and try and win the next 3 or 4 games. But we take one game at a time. Enjoy tonight, rest up tomorrow, get ready for Bury Sunday.
Thanks for the longer interview, Phil, and catch up on Sunday after the game.
Nice one, mate. Thank you very much.